Okay, here's a little bit of research that I've done. I actually, to start out with, I actually thought that the marshlands was the problem. It it still may be, but it's isolated between. I've isolated my Stack Overflow issue between the marshlands and Mutant Menagerie. Life finds a way. So there's an issue between those two. I've also updated things like the unofficial Fallout patch, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. Let me try to show you the information that I have. So, um, I went ahead and quickly threw in some more code real fast to give me a little bit more visibility into these data structures. Okay, so these these load orders are from newest up here to oldest. So this is my newest one. This is my oldest one. Okay, so the next load order back, because I always to help me categorize my data, load orders are defined by character name. If I want to really have some fresh load order metrics, I have to come up with a new character name. Otherwise, it's just gonna mix. It's going to add to the load order metrics that's already there. All right, so if I go back and take a look at the Shelley Winters, which was, if I need to get some kind of dates on it, we can go take a look at the game saves here, and I'm looking for, let me get this over here. So it's a bit easier to see. What I'm going to be looking for is Shelley Winters. Okay, so she goes back to about 10.4. I think that's about 10.4, I think. Um, let's see. I think this was one I added to. Yeah, because sometimes I rename them. Matter of fact, let's take a look at this. Because I noticed in here when I was looking at these are by date. No, that's correct. That's 2002. All right, so this is 2010. Okay, so this should be my. Okay, good. So I thought maybe I had I have in the past reused character names. Uh, but these should all be the last 10 save files for each character. At least that's the way it's configured. Okay, so to not confuse this anymore, um, these are again from newest. This is my current one. Um, and then to oldest. So if I go take a look at the previous load order, right? So this will show me a window into that data structure. These are all mods that were active at the time. So like basically the way it would work with like all mod managers would be you would have an archive, you would extract the files from that archive, and that would be considered an available mod. At least that's how I term it. These are mods that are available to the game, directly to the game. Okay, so if we go to the previous load order and we take a look for the marshland, we're gonna find that I was using version 1.4. That's the latest version of the marshland. This is 1.4. Okay, so this load order here, which was one back, actually had the marshland in it. And another way I can check that would be to go over to the actual game save. We are on Shelley Winters game save. We're going to take the oldest game save here, and then we're going to take a look at the plugins that's in the game save file itself. And you can see Marshland is right here. Of course, it's telling me that it's not active in my current load order, and that's fine. This doesn't mean that it wasn't active. These are plugins that were taken directly from the game save, so these are only plugins that were active at that particular point in time. These are no longer. This is the 1.4 version, the legacy version of Mutant Menagerie. I don't use that now. Okay, so if you notice, when you take a look at the game save itself, she was a level 48. That character was a level 48. And I was able to play the game, load the game, play the game, load the game, no problems, up to level 48 before I decided to create a new character. And if we take a look at the history, let's see, because sometimes I added and changed and removed things, and I couldn't really resolve the issue. So see, I had a lot of problems when shooting stuff. That happened to be DTF, right above this and right above that. That was a DTF issue, so I resolved that in this latest load order. But you notice that I don't think I have any. Let's see if we can find overflow. I don't see any there. Okay, so I don't really see any overflow. If the search was able to search the header, which it should be able to. So I did not get any stack overflows when using the legacy version of Mutant Menagerie with the Marshlands version 1.4. That was not a problem. And if you go back and you take a look at the current load order that I have down to the bottom, you'll see where I even tried doing some stuff. I thought, okay, maybe it's an issue with the Marshlands, so I rolled it back to 1.2, rolled it back to 1.0, and it still crashed out. But if you notice, Buffout 4, the Buffout DLL, actually got an invalid reference. It got an 005. I believe that's exception access violation. So these ones right here that would have this format, that's coming from Event Viewer. That's where Windows catches it. This is coming from Buffout. So it looks like Windows caught it and Buffout caught it. So I'm not really sure. So I mean, you notice here where you have NT-DLL, that's kind of like a main core thing. So it looks like it got nailed in the core, and then it got nailed in the Buffout DLL. So in both cases, it's Stack Overflow. So whatever this thing is doing, it's doing at a low level. It's doing at a low level function call. So I'm not sure if that would be something that is calling. Like right now, I can't tell you without looking at a lot of code, which I'm not really inclined to do at the moment. But I can't tell you if a plugin made a call and then it called lower level and then finally crashed out. I'm not sure if that's just simply what errors are presented when a buffer overrun occurs. So previously I had the legacy version and the Marshlands 1.4. It works just fine. Now I've got, if you do the same thing here, we'll actually do the same thing. We'll bring up what's current here. And you can see, of course, it's not active in the load order, right? I mean, it's not active, which is here. It's not active. Well, the plugin isn't active. Let's put it that way. And then if you take a look at Menagerie, let's see what we have here. We're going to just buzz down through all the occurrences of it, and you will see that now I am running, here's the main file, 1.2. So this is Life Finds a Way. 1.4 is the legacy version, 1.2 is Life Finds a Way. This does not jive with the Marshlands. So I was incorrect thinking the Marshlands brought it to the table, because after I looked at the data, I'm not sure what I was thinking, but somehow I thought it was reversed. But so anyways, it looks like the new version of Life Finds a Way is not jiving with the Marshlands, and only with the Marshlands, because the rest of Zorkaz's mods are in here and it works just fine. See, the wilderness, the farmlands, the forest, the sewers, somber mountain, rooftops, those things. You might even done a mole rat tunnels maybe. All of these are in there and they work fine. It just doesn't like this. Doesn't like the marshland. So the only other thing I could possibly do is take a look at the actual mod itself. Give me 1 second here. And the only thing that I could possibly do at this point in time is take a look at the files, and let's see, up here in this right here, and we can take a look at show conflicts to see if there's any conflicts at all that would be between the marshland and um, mutant menagerie. And you know, you have all of there's not a lot of conflicts I see. Most of them are like um, these material files, NIFs, and there's one PEX. But if you look, they only conflict with his rooftops and farmland. So he's probably using the same script. I don't fingerprint it yet, but it's just basically goes by the file name. So that file name is found in both these archives. Um, so I don't see anything in there that would be from Mutant Menagerie. And just to double check, I'll do a MENA, and yeah, there's nothing there. So I don't see any files in the archives that are conflicting with Mutant Menagerie. So I'm guessing it's somehow in an injection, maybe in an injected list or something like that. That somehow it's not jiving correctly. So this is what I found so far. It worked, but with the newest version, it does not like the marshland, and whatever is causing that may be the issue that other people are experiencing. Because whatever the factors are, the commonalities between those two that's causing the issue might be the same commonality that other people have in other mods. Okay, so let me go ahead and close this video out real quick, and I will see what else I can dig up.